Ahoy, and welcome to another video of mine. Let's do more unboxings. Well, unboxings. This is, well, doesn't have a box, but this is my Foo Fighters collection. That well, just the albums collection. So far, these are all 10 albums. So yeah, let's get started with the first one. This is the first album, the Celtic Level Foo Fighters. I keep them in plastic because, you know, dust and scratches and all that. Got it in a pretty good condition. This is a US pressed CD, and it has a matte sort of recycled paper texture to it, so you have it unfolds like that. Bad photo, you know. There's lots of classics in this album. It doesn't have, I would have liked to have the Japanese release because it has an extra track in it, but you know, so far, yeah, this CD, that's, I think it's a map of the US, I think, or is it? Looks like a map. Not so sure. Yeah, now nothing much in terms of looks, but it does. Yeah, it's a great beginning for the band. I mean, Dave Grohl famously recorded the entire thing by himself. So yeah, let's move on to the second one. This is the color and the shape. I don't have the original pressing. This is the 10th anniversary edition of the album. So digipak instead of jewel case. It has the same album plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bonus tracks. I would assume these are B-sides. Yeah, and I do know that Down in the Park is a track on the X-Files soundtrack, the TV show, not the film. The movie had a different song, Walking After You, which is in here. This is a different version of Walking After You. You have this. The CD is that's, yeah, cover design. This, I think this is the first time that this FF logo was first made, introduced. So the color is a bit different. I think this is closer to the original album color. You have the foil, silver ink, not foil. The booklet is, it even has this promotional thingy here. With that, and I have to have a couple of stickers of the logo that I got somewhere, and I use, these are trading card sleeves. I use them for you know, hype stickers and whatnot. That doesn't fit, but yeah, the booklet is there. Lyrics. A lot of these design elements are on the original album. First time we see Taylor Hawkins on the packaging, but he didn't play on this album. William Goldsmith played on a couple of tracks, but again, this was famously discussed that Dave Grohl re-recorded the albums after, depending on who you ask, the record label, or Dave himself wasn't satisfied with the way William Goldsmith played it, so they just re-recorded it and added a new song called Everlong. So yeah, that's the second album. Then we have the third album, There Is Nothing Left to Lose. Now, this is a digipak. I can't remember where I bought this, but I initially had this in jewel case, and I liked the digipak design. I like digipak in general. I got the second hand there, so sun fading over there. So, got that. This is the original tattoo that I just put a backing board on it, but yeah, this is the original tattoo that came with the packaging, you know, wet tattoo, whatever, because Dave has this. So if you want that, just put this on your, well, you gotta have a big neck for that to work, but yeah. So digipak, black tray, not clear, and same design, and there. Rough recycled paper, matte coating, and yeah. Oops, almost forgot that. Let's put that back in. This is the next is 1 by 1. The there are two there are alternate cover. There's an alternate cover, the black colored one, which was a sort of like the international edition, I think. I mean, I remember seeing this album in record bars when I was in high school, and they had like the black cover. I think it was the international cover, and this is the US cover. But yeah, this is an early pressing of the CD that I found, again, bought secondhand. This has a bonus disc, a DVD, and this is the cover of the international editions. And man, you know, I hate these things are hard to remove, man. I mean, hold on. Yeah, I gotta insert a card to get the booklet out, but this is the booklet, and it's a recycled paper, like most US releases are. It's Dave, very young Dave. He famously recorded this album right after he did a stint with Queens of the Stone Age. So, and that gig sort of revitalized, because at the time they were like getting burned out of being Foo Fighters. So yeah, and it's in the back and forth DVD, Taylor Hawkins got hospitalized at some point. Yeah, they look really grim there. Which I guess the album is, well, the thing is, the album is, it's got one of their biggest hits, All My Life, and one of my favorite Foo Fighters songs, Low. But you know, most of the album is forgettable, I think. I mean, at best, it sort of made it focused the band at the very least. So, you know, gotta give it credit for that. Well, this is the album number 5, In Your Honor. This is a Philippines pressing, and I bought this when it was the week it was released. This is it's got 2 CDs in it, disc 1 and then disc 2, and they connect somewhat. I think this image was used as in one of their singles, so yeah, I just can't remember which one. Was it an EP or single? EP or single? I don't know. Anyway, the Philippine pressing is interesting because a lot of the albums they released at the time had this really glossy laminate that is, well, it's nice, though. Yeah, it does. It's very fingerprint friendly, but otherwise, you know, this is still when they were a 4-man lineup, and this is the time when they started. Right after this, there was a live album of their acoustic tour, Skin and Bones, which I don't have, or no, I don't have. I'm not a fan of live albums, but there are some tracks in it, including Marigold, which was a Nirvana B-side that Dave sang on. I think that was the only Nirvana B-side that Dave had lead vocals on. Anyway, this is album number 6. Whoa. Echoes, Silence, Patience, and Grace, which was famously they sort of combined, because this had 2 discs, one electric, one acoustic. They combined all the elements. This is when they started doing those hybrid songs. I mean, it doesn't sound like the first Foo Fighters album, obviously, but yeah. So this has The Pretender, Long Road to Ruin, and a host of other tracks. This is a Philippine pressing, which is a fairly decent pressing, I must say. I've had so many misgivings about CDs pressed in the Philippines, particularly with the Nirvana anniversary editions, because they just suck. You know, the print, the colors are off. This is one of the better Philippine pressings, and I'm not, you know, I'm probably not getting a US pressing for that. This next album is from this point on, all their CDs were released as digipaks, so they are a lot thinner compared to jewel cases. And I remember getting this off eBay when about a couple of years after it was released. So, and this is one of the most annoying features, the CD slide from, you know, it should have been this way because it's easier. Although I understand that it's easier to manufacture these things, but you know, got CD, and even with this window, you still have to do this, so it's not really helping. Actually, I think they realized on later pressings, which is why, you know. Anyway, this is the booklet, different from the CD cover. I mean, if you get the jewel case edition, you'd get this cover image on this, so you won't. I don't know if they included this, probably in the CD tray, but yeah. It also comes. Well, this is the hype sticker. And this is the piece of the master tape. I think this was cut sideways, so the master tape is this wide. Yeah, this is the trading card sleeve too. I keep all my hype stickers and inserts on there. So this is the booklet. I understand these were created using photocopying, a laser printer. I think you got that pattern there. It's very nice. This is one of my favorite Foo Fighters albums. It's aggressive, it's noisy, and it's lo-fi, and it's got Pat Smear back on there after leaving the band, and after The Color and the Shape, he left the band, and you know, they became a 5-piece. Why is this so hard to insert? Wasn't probably because of, hold on. They didn't account for the thickness, but damn it. Yeah. Damn, this is a really... Well, anyway, you know, we'll deal with that later. That's that. And then you have the next album. Sonic Highways, which from a writing perspective is interesting because they recorded the lyrics as they were recording it. They went to, each song represents a city, so it was well documented in the TV series of the same title. So this is the standard cover. They released a special cover for each city. So you got this for Chicago, and this is for the California episode, and so on. You know, there were 9. You know, in the comic book parlance, it's the variant. So that's it. It's the finish is weird. It's matte, a lot rougher than your usual matte covers, and like this, which has a more magazine feel to it. They removed the notches there, so it's just, you'd have to sort of let gravity do its work. So that's the cover, the infinity motif. And it's not a booklet this time, it's a poster style thing. And then the lyrics are at the back. So it's basically like the White Album. And it's got title and the song title right there. And the CD is on this side. You know, let's put them back later. And then the next one is Concrete and Gold, which is, well, this has kind of a Queen feel to it. It's, you know, very orchestrated. And who produced this? What's this? Anyway, the design is fairly simple. You got the literal concrete and then the gold Foo Fighters logo that isn't used very much. And then, you know, you've got the disc. It follows the same layout as this. So you've got the disc here. Very simple. You can barely read the text. This is a US pressing, as were this and the other Wasting Light. And then the sort of complementary cover to the main one. Could have been a variant, I don't know. They might have used this in the vinyl, but it follows a similar feel. It's nice. The nice design, but the paper is starting, you know, it's a lot thinner than the Sonic Highways poster. Nice photography though. It's nice. Yeah, not much to see, but you know, it's like during this period, it feels like they're just doing the CDs as an afterthought. And finally, the latest recording or latest album. Keep in mind that you may have realized by this time that I'm not including the live albums, the DVDs, although I have some of the DVDs, and the rare ones. There was this medium rare album that they released some time ago. Okay, so this is a Medicine at Midnight. That's the spread, and song titles at the back. The vinyl version of this had the variant had a variant cover that has this eye photo, unprocessed, white background, different font. Anyway, this is textless version, and the paper is awfully thin. This is this is not my favorite pressing. I mean, this is manufactured in Germany, packaged in the USA. So I don't know, they probably went cheap on it, but yeah, it's just lyrics and production credits. Not even an actual single band photos anymore. It's just this, which shares some of the aesthetics of Wasting Light. It feels like they're just, you know, I don't know. The CD is better actually. The quality of the print, the screen printed thing. It feels nice. So anyway, well, that is my overview of all 10 Foo Fighters albums, and it's not centered this whole time. Well, that's it. You guys take care, and I'll see you when I upload the next video. Bye.